You're watching Public Eye, brought to you by the New Vision Movement. And now, here's your host, Dr. Frank McField.
I know my God is real. He woke me up this morning. I know my God is real. He's there from dusk till dawning. Your heart can be as tough as steel. Yeah. When he speaks, you better believe. How excellent is thy name. My God is real. How excellent is thy name. My God is real. Who makes the sun shine? And who makes the breeze blow? Who shields me from my enemies? He is the breath in you, and he is the breath in me. I put him first above all things. I know my God is real. He woke me up this morning. I know my God is real. He's there from dusk till dawning. Your heart can be as tough as steel. Whoa. When he speaks, you better believe. How excellent is thy name. My God is real. Yeah, it's me, QQ. Yeah.
Fantastic, QQ. I mean, that was very, very inspiring, and you do it so well. You feel it. Did you do that song?
Well, that song I wrote it by myself, and I got a little help by a singer, Devano, right? So, really, the way that I really wrote it was like thinking. God made us, he put us on planet Earth, and you know, we just have to give God thanks and just read that song.
Yeah, but you know, you also write about poverty.
Yeah, well, in Jamaica, everywhere you go, you see poverty. And, well, I was driving around in Jamaica, you know, driving and seeing places, dropping down little notes and things of my day, how it's been like. And my day, I just took notes out of that and wrote it, the song Poverty.
Because not many people really deal with that reality. You know, they don't really sing about it in such a way that you sing about it. You sing about it as if it's real, as if it's imprisoning, you know, it takes away from people. But then there's something about when you recognize it and you decide to fight against it that is uplifting, and the feeling of struggle against poverty.
Oh yes, because I deal with upliftment, because you have to have people have hopes and believe that things are going to change. You don't want them to think, yeah, go and chat about bus and this. Because in Jamaica, people are afraid, but you can't let them think they're afraid. Tourists come to Jamaica, they ain't afraid. They can't have the Jamaican people being afraid.
But that's interesting that you say that, because there was a letter in the paper very recently, you know, because there's been a debate in Cayman about the Jamaicans here in the Cayman Islands, and some people think that the crime in the Cayman Islands is a result of the Jamaican immigrants. And one person pointed out, in fact, that Jamaica is not a violent place for everybody. It's just a violent place for some people, because the tourists go there, they're safe. You go in different neighborhoods in Jamaica, it's safe, but in some places it's very violent. But the violence is contained within certain inner city areas. You're from an inner city area, right?
That's right. Well, most people get Jamaica in the wrong way, but that's just to show, we're just here to show that Jamaica produce good people from inner city communities. Jamaica is a lovely community, but there's just certain people actually mashing up the country. And right now there's crime level drop by instant because the police got every killers out of the way. But Jamaica and Cayman should have the best relation because they're close to each other, and people from Cayman come to Jamaica, people from Jamaica come to Cayman. But in Cayman, like if you say Jamaica, they're saying, oh, that's like the most terrible place to go to. So right about now, the Caymanians are trying to get out the Jamaicans that overstay out of the country, but it's just because they don't even realize that Jamaica is one of the best countries in the world.
And there's poverty there.
There's poverty there.
And people come basically to try to find a solution to their poverty.
Yeah, people come there and do that a lot of times. Kingfish is now there, and Kingfish is not working so hard because the crime rate is dropping, so they're hardly doing anything.
So, you know, in terms of, how did you find out about the Cayman Islands? When did you first recognize Cayman, know about Cayman?
How I really know about Cayman, when I was in England, they were teaching us about all the British colonies in the West Indies. And they started off with some of the Ghana, then they came to Cayman. Right? When we came down to Cayman, we learned about Grand Cayman, Georgetown, another Robinson Airport.
Yeah.
And you know, they were teaching us about Cayman, showing pictures of Cayman turtles.
And that's in England?
All those stuff. Yeah, that's
in school in England? Yeah.
Tidemere.
Where is that? That's in London?
That's in Frankham Street, yeah,
Okay.
London.
And you lived there how long?
I've lived there for 3 years.
And what did you do there?
Well, I used to go to school there, and I used to be in the choir.
Oh, yes.
That's where I started music and things.
That's when you started music. Like, how old were you then?
7.
7. And you could sing at 7? And
yeah.
Yeah? And you sang, I heard that you sang for the Queen and Princess Anne and all that.
Yeah, that was when the Olympics came to
the torch.
London.
The torch. The Olympics torch.
Yeah.
Passing through. So yeah. And you were supposed to sing for the princess.
No, the choir sang for Princess Anne, right?
Okay.
But then the Queen asked me to do a song for her.
So what song did you do?
I don't remember.
You were too excited?
I was so excited, and I was like, whoa, the Queen. I was like, what am I gonna do? And you know, so glad.
So
she's like the chief of state in Jamaica.
Yeah, right. Head of state. She's the head of state here as well. But we are a British colony, overseas territory. So that means that she even plays more of a role here than she would play in Jamaica. But what is it like to be 10 years old?
What is it like to be 10 years old?
I've almost forgotten. I mean, I used to be 10 too. Yeah. No, not as a superstar, just as a person.
Well, as a person, it's good. In Jamaica, we don't really have that park, so most people will go to the Emancipation Park and chill out with their family, you know. Like here in Cayman, people will go to school and come from school, go to the parks and do those stuff.
So tell me, as a superstar, what is it like to be 10?
As a superstar, I feel like Michael Jackson.
You feel like Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
What does that feel like? Tell me.
In Jamaica, people rushing me, Q, we gotta go see him. And they're rushing because it's the first time meeting me. Me and Beanie Man, we have the most fans in Jamaica.
Serious?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you done much traveling abroad?
Well, this is my first stage show abroad, but traveling, I've done a couple.
So you know me from before?
Yeah.
Where you know me from?
Jamaica Pegasus.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Because we met that day, and then we met another time that day, and that's how we exchanged.
Where we ate the food. Yeah. When we were going to Otrius, that was outside.
Yeah, that was I think it was in June this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was nice meeting, and it was nice meeting you. Then I thought I was impressed by what we called your demeanor, right? Which means it's just the way you carry yourselves, and the way you look, and the way you acted, and so well-mannered, so well-behaved. Yeah?
Yeah.
I was impressed by that.
Okay.
But I mean, you do that naturally because your father's obviously a very quiet person, very soft-spoken, and very disciplined, and he's a great believer in God, and he's seems to be a very moral person, which seems to have influenced your way of thinking and being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really supports me and stuff.
So, what are you most happy with? This is a difficult question for.
What am I most happy with?
No, I'm gonna and I haven't finished. But for 10-year-old, I'm not really expecting you to answer this question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. What are you most happy with? The way you are, or the fact that you're a superstar, or you think they're both the same?
Who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, who I am and the way I am.
Mm-hmm.
I just love that ways. Because I don't really fancy about superstar. Because from I was born, I'm a superstar. My dad let me be a superstar.
But
you're
like
a superstar and everything.
But you're very happy with your manners, the way you are, the fact that you're a quiet person that thinks and all of that. You're pleased that you're that kind of person. Because there are not many 10-year-olds that are like you.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
So you are a superstar not because you sing. You're a superstar also because of the way you are. Your very being makes you a superstar.
Yeah.
To me, anyway, that's what I was saying. As an adult observing you, that is what I would say about you. So I think you bring a special message to the Cayman Islands at Christmas. You know, Christmas was a time when Jesus came to bring us a special message to the world, and it's all about friendliness, and it's all about godliness, and it's all about people living together, love and things.
Prosperity.
And he came down from the mountain. You remember how you start the poverty one?
Oh. Like I was saying, and seen the multitudes. In the Bible, that is St. Matthew 5. Yeah, St. Matthew 5.
So one of the reasons why we would want you to perform in the Cayman Islands and want you to be here in the Cayman Islands is to have a lot of families come out with their kids, to make them also understand that what young people are interested in terms of music doesn't necessarily have to be bad. Because you're interested in singing and dancing doesn't necessarily mean that the kids have to go astray and take drugs and shoot guns and things like that, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Am I on the right track?
Yeah.
So when you say better must come, what do you mean there?
Well, you see in Jamaica and Cayman, everywhere you go, people have doubts, say, oh God, one day I'm going to come and we're going to die, gunshot is going to kill us. But you see, you have to give people hopes and say, better go come, you know. Let them go out, because you might hear me say, better must come. You know, I go sit down in the house and say, so, oh, better must come. Him say, better come. You have to go out there, put effort in it to work and see better coming. Because I used to be like a little boy. In the old days, a little boy sleep and peep in my bed and run about and like a fool, right? Scared of people. And you know...
Scared of people?
Yeah.
Why?
I used to be afraid, and now I'm not that afraid anymore.
But what was it about people that you were afraid about?
Well, there was like gangs and stuff.
Okay. From the point of view of the gangs, and as a little boy, you were aware of that and afraid of that.
Yeah.
And then you just get hope and faith.
And now better must come for me. And you see, because I'm living the life I always dreamed of.
And you think other kids can not necessarily be a superstar like you, but live a life that they dream of as well?
Well, people say your imagination don't come through, but your imagination is what is your future. So what you imagine could be your future. So you imagine love and prosperity in your country, that's even your future.
So you believe that you can bring love and prosperity to your community and to your country?
Yeah, I believe I can, because right now I've saved a nation in Jamaica. In Jamaica, people was like, you know, we don't have no choice. All we have to do is just go out and bust a gunshot and kill a man and him dead. And that's it. But I saved the nation, and they was like, a little child is telling us this, and we're really going to still go out there and kill people. Think about it, you know?
Yeah, because you say, better must come, so I tell the youth them not to bust no gun. Yeah. So the message that you're giving to the young kids from early Because we say there's no point in trying to reach the youth when he's 14 and 15. You got to reach him when he's 7, when he's 6, when he's 5. You got to reach the youth early when he's a child. Yeah?
Yeah.
So if you can communicate to them at an early age, and you're their role model, and you're telling them not to do this at an early age, there's a good possibility that if they listen to you, and they will listen to you before they listen to people like myself, then there's a good possibility that they won't do it.
Okay.
So you seem like, yeah, as a good person to be doing this. And so it's not just entertainment, it's a serious educational message, it's a serious moral message that you convey, I believe, yeah. So anyway, back to Christmas. You know, Christmas being a special time, we'd like to wish the kids and the parents and all the people in the Cayman Islands a Merry Christmas, and we hope that they'll have a Happy New Year as well.
Yeah,
and we hope that they will, and we hope they will come out to your concert, which is Friday at the King Sports Center.
Yeah.
And we will be starting from 6 o'clock with Bouncing Castle and Santa Claus and different things for young kids and their families with positive message. And then of course we will be later on having you with your other members perform, because you have a group with you that are dancers.
Yeah, I have my dance group. They're named Q Squad, and they're coming to show the Cayman people the latest moves from Jamaica. All the Willie Bounce and those things, and, you know, they're here to show you that. And I just want to wish everybody out there a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year when it comes. And I hope you carry out your children at my concert this Friday. I will be there, Dr. Frank will be there, and Q Squad will be there.
Yes, okay. Well, QQ, we're going to have you on the later part of the show again, but we are going to take a break now, and when we come back, then we'll be hearing from your father, because I think it'd be interesting for fathers to know how to bring up their sons. And my son, for instance, Joshua, was watching on TV, and he was very, very excited by you, and he's really looking forward to seeing you. So you're influencing him already.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll take a break.
Light up your holidays with tableware from Ambiance. Elegant china in a variety of styles and patterns is the perfect way to add some holiday sparkle. For Christmas cooking, pick up some beautiful new pots and pans. For carving the turkey, Ambiance features a wonderful line of knives. After dinner, satisfy your sweet tooth with rich chocolate from Europe. You'll also find an endless array of wonderful gift ideas. Ambiance, beautiful tableware, cookware, and more at the Strand Shopping Center. Dreaming of your first home? Capital Design is the company to call. Capital Design can help you design and build your dream home at a moderate and affordable cost. They specialize in homes for first-time buyers and provide a complete package. You supply the dream, and Capital Design will supply the expertise. They do additions to existing homes, too. Call Capital Design at 949-6643 today. From start to finish, from concept to completion, Capital Design will see you through.
No say the youth no have no meal. That's why him end up gang go steal. You never said no job, which was the deal. Every day me brother him just a squeal. Mama a feed a fat ton camel. Police catch me brother with a steal. And to the judge him a fi go appeal. A father got a fi me guide and shield. Certain friend me tell you them not good. Them only friend with you when them want a meal. And tell you
Well, if I didn't say it before, I would like to say it now. Welcome to Public Eye, and we have QQ's father here, who is GQ.
That's right.
GQ, welcome to the Cayman Islands, and welcome to Public Eye.
Thank you.
We have done a little bit of an interview with your son, and we're fascinated. You know, can you tell us a little bit about how you were able to raise in an inner city area of Jamaica such a fantastic youngster?
Well, it was a bit hard, you know what I mean, but with my experience in England and adapt some of the principle of England and combine it, you know what I mean, it helped a lot in terms of try and show him that he has to have manners and respect to elderly, and try and see if we could groom him a way that, you know what I mean, not because he come from an inner city community, we're gonna basically bring him up as how you describe the community, you understand? It's just an example to say that not because you come from a garrison community that you have to be a garrison person, you understand? Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean, I just try my best.
You were saying certain things to me off the camera about honesty and your feelings, which I found fascinating.
Well, honesty is a major factor that is a part of my principle, you know what I mean? And I try to make him understand, say, well, you know what I mean, not because you're from a garrison area, that doesn't mean you have to be a thief or a gunman or what have you, you know what I mean? There are ways that and things that you can try, you know what I mean? So far, as a 10-year-old, him really introduced me, he's the one that introduced me to music, you know what I mean? So I think it's just a natural factor of him in general is showing, you understand? Mm-hmm. It's just like that.
Mm-hmm. So, but I mean, you did this video, Poverty, for instance.
Yeah.
You must have some influence over the choreographing, the choosing of scenes, because there are some incredible scenes in this video. I've never seen anything like this video before, because of what it depicts and because of the fact that he's coming with a message that's uplifting, but yet again, it's a music video, and you're going into this poverty thing, and you're going into showing these things, which I find incredible.
Well, things like these, we visit all different type of community, and there are things that we're exposed to. Mm-hmm. And when you go around and you see poverty, you see it, and you just collaborate, and you just say, well, pick a shot you're from there, so, and it's just that this is just like a natural talent. Everything that he's saying is things that he actually seen, you understand?
And people are experiencing. I mean, I can tell that people are experiencing these things, and I've actually seen these things.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Everywhere in the world you go, you find poverty. Not care how rich a country may be, you know what I mean? At times you always have a little part where you find, say, that you have the upper class and the lower class, you understand?
In Cayman, we have our disadvantaged youngsters as well. There is poverty in the Cayman Islands. I've been for a long time, and sometimes it's not just a lack of food, but it's a lack of values, positive values.
That's true, so, you know what I mean? So when we speak about poverty in general, it doesn't actually just determine food or what have you, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know, it's like one time me in England, the first Christmas I spent in England, I remember I see they have a Christmas tree, and there was present under the Christmas tree, and it's like I just go at the house with my two bare hands, and everybody was like, why is it present? And I didn't have no experience what them really deal with, you understand? And get to realize that in Christmas everybody have a little present to give them mom, auntie, everybody, you know what I mean? In Jamaica, our inner city community, it's not like that, you know what I mean? It's just that Christmas just come and, boy, you know, you just get on a pot and you cook and eat. You have no time to say, well, I bring a present, you know what I mean? So a lot of things that we as an inner city as deprived from, you know, you understand? So poverty come in all different formations.
Well, that's one reason why I think it's a good idea, the gifts for gifts idea, where people have now a possibility to bring some gifts to the concert. and place them there, and then they will be divided among children in deprived areas in Jamaica and children in deprived areas in the Cayman Islands. You know, so I mean, QQ is part of that whole concept of sharing and giving things, and then we're sharing and giving feelings, and we're sharing and giving values, and that's a very, very important exchange during Christmas, to be able to exchange with each other's hope and faith and positive values.
That's right.
So I mean, that's one of the reasons why I think it's so important, this Better Must Come concert, because better relationships between Jamaica and Cayman must come back.
We need that. That is the major factors, and we are sending out a message to both the ministers in Cayman to consider about the Jamaican, and we want also the Jamaican minister to consider about the Cayman. You understand? Don't just implement a visa of ignorancy mentality. You understand? That will affect the Jamaican market. It not really affect the English, car. The English is, them can finance it, you understand? But you have to realize that Jamaica is a more poorer economy. So you have to, don't do it off of ignorance mentality based on the fact you ministers can travel, but you have to consider the people. You understand? When you implement visa for come to Jamaica,
it's normally going to affect the poorer people.
The poorer people, you understand? Because this is how Dr. Frank discovered QQ by coming to Jamaica. So you don't make things harder. You try and make it easier, because right now QQ are going to represent Jamaica, and we have to just take it to the best of our ability out there. So just consider it, and we don't like the Cayman, consider it also. And QQ is from an inner city community, and we don't want them have it say everything is from Jamaica, it's bad. So right now we are carrying the message to Cayman and say better must come. You understand?
But you know, the interesting thing about it is still the Jamaicans that are working in the Cayman homes that are providing the children with the positive values and the bringing up and giving the children the emotional time and consideration is still the Jamaicans. So I don't think the Caymanians really believe this about Jamaica. But the funny thing about stereotyping people, when you make a stereotype and say that's what that kind of people are like, you forget all of the other majority of people. The good people, the majority of people get caught up in that stereotyping, that need sometimes that people have to find solutions or find answers to every question they have as quick as they can. But I don't really think that Caymanians as a whole have come to the point to believe that. I just think that the government has reacted in a way that was unwise, and the other government has reacted in a way that is unwise, and the people get caught in between.
That's
because at the end of the day, it's the poor people who are trying to escape poverty, who are trying to make some things to improve their children and our children at the same time, and build both nations that get crushed in this whole thing. Because like you said, the people who are government people and the people who have money can always get visas and can always travel without any restrictions.
So they have to basically consider the inner city, and you know what I mean? I hope the Minister of Jamaica would really look at it and think about it, and don't react off to Cayman implement this, or what have you, we are going to implement that, because it now going to help
solve
us
the problem.
Solve the problem. It has got to make things harder. So what you try and do, try to compromise. So, well, you know, we have a lot of people from Jamaica come over in Cayman, look jobs and thing, and send in some appeal and put the use up your intellect level and put it to pencil and paper and send it to the authority in Cayman and see what they can consider.
The interesting thing is that if Jamaica has more poverty, because fewer Jamaicans can leave Jamaica to work in Cayman and support their children, it means that there's more of a need sometime too for crime.
That's right.
Because certain crimes are also the result of economic oppression.
That's right.
The fact that people have no choices sometimes. So we could say that we have helped to contain criminal activities in Jamaica by providing useful employment for many Jamaican people to support their children. And not to do this, or to stop doing this, or to make this difficult, would help to create even more problems in that sense. So crime would come to Cayman even more. Okay. Not through the immigration, but through the canoe systems. They don't have to pass, because real criminals, when they become criminals, don't pass through immigration. They come, and immigration don't even know. You see? So, but anyway, we don't really want to get too far into that. But what we're saying, though, is that in fact, yes, it's good and refreshing to bring QQ here, because he's clean, and you made sure of that, and he has a positive message. You made sure of that. He's made sure of that. So his feelings is to get us over this bridge, bring the kids together, bring the families together, bring the two communities together, the Jamaican community and Caymanian community, and celebrate someone who is uplifting the youth. Not just the youth in Jamaica, but the youth all over the world. All over the world. And we want to give him the possibility to be able to have a message to the youth all over the world. And this is, like you said, his first concert outside Jamaica, big concert outside Jamaica. This is the beginning. This is where he's starting to be recognized by the world. And that's important that we are doing that, you know? So it's interesting, the poverty video, as I said, because he in singing it, I mean, when I was asleep last night, it goes through my mind all over and over and over again. It's catchy.
That's right.
My son is saying poverty, blah, 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 and singing. It's catchy. So I know like a lot of the youth here will catch it. What he's saying, it will catch on. And that's what we want to do. We really want to bring a very positive message, especially at this Christmas time, when we're talking about good tidings to you all, and we want to know that we all have a possibility to have joy and prosperity in our lives, and QQ really is the epitome of the Cayman Islands is where he's come to begin his real international career. And we'd like to tell you that we have some QQ CDs. We have some CDs from QQ that you have here, QC. And we have a picture of QQ's that QQ would like to, if you can explain, please.
Well, this is QQ CD, yeah, and you will also get a picture signed by QQ.
So when you buy the CD, you will get also an autographed copy of his picture.
That's right.
And again, guys, you know, it's important here when you see A Star Is Born, especially we're talking about Christmas time. We're talking about the star. We're talking about the Star of David. We're talking about Christ. We're talking about the message. We're talking about the fact that continuously in our world we have good people coming to bring good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. And I feel that. I feel that this is an opportunity for people to say, hey, look, I got one of his first autograph pictures from QQ. I was one of the people who saw his first international concert. It was at King Sports Center in the Cayman Islands. I know that young man. I met him before. I shook his hand. I really enjoyed his music. I enjoyed his dancers. I enjoyed the new moves from Jamaica. Hey, he was here just before Christmas, bringing good tidings of great joy to all the people in the Cayman Islands, the Jamaican people and the Caymanian people. Guys, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, you're going to be able to see a little bit of QQ's moves. You're going to hear him sing some songs with his backup tape, and you're going to be able to see some of his dancers move. This is what's on the move. This is what's going forward, and we're launching it before 2005 is out, so that when 2006 comes, QQ will be up there.
Thank you.
Follow the show.
Never knew the use of her till she gone. Never knew the use of her till me lose her. Never knew the use of her till she gone. Pitch up on the corner corner with me brethren them. Never have no time for me girlfriend Gwen. No, she run off.
Light up your holidays with tableware from Ambiance. Elegant china in a variety of styles and patterns is the perfect way to add some holiday sparkle. For Christmas cooking, pick up some beautiful new pots and pans. For carving the turkey, Ambiance features a wonderful line of knives. After dinner, satisfy your sweet tooth with rich chocolate from Europe. You'll also find an endless array of wonderful gift ideas. Ambiance, beautiful tableware, cookware, and more at the Strand Shopping Center.
Dreaming of your first home? Capital Design is the company to call. Capital Design can help you design and build your dream home at a moderate and affordable cost. They specialize in homes for first-time buyers and provide a complete package. You supply the dream and Capital Design will supply the expertise. They do additions to existing homes too. Call Capital Design at 949-6643 today. From start to finish, from concept to completion, Capital Design will see you through.
With me brethren them. Never have no time for me girlfriend Gwen. Now she run off and gone with me. Can't sleep at night and it all a hurt up me head. Fi know say me girl in another man dead.
What is QQ saying? QQ is saying he never knew the use of her until she gone. A lot of people have had that experience. Anyway, we're back with QQ here. The rising star from Jamaica, especially, you know, at Christmas time. And we want to remind you that the concert is on the 16th, Friday the 16th at the King Sports Center. And it's a joint production between Capital Promotions and King Sports Center. And we, like I said, we're billing it as a family event. It's clean. Bring the family out also before the show actually starts from 6 o'clock. You're going to have Santa Claus, Bounce of Castle, and a whole lot of other entertainment for young kids and their families. And we'll go into the concert later. We have some local acts as well that we'd like to introduce you to. But now, right now, we have QQ, who is going to sing us a song which is a dedication to his mother. And most of us know exactly how important mothers are. And who better to tell us about the importance of a mother or mothers than a child? QQ, let's go tell him.
Dedicate this song to the one who for 9 months you carry me through. You make me who I am. So mama, from my heart I thank you, mama. Oh mama, 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 mama. Oh, mama, you're my number one. Hey, oh, mama, you're my number one. Hey, oh, mama, 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 mama. Oh, mama, you're my number one. Hey, oh, mama, you're my number one. Hey, I remember all the bad times when there was no food and you couldn't afford a pair of shoes. You struggled day and night, doing your 9 to 5,
so I could have a better life. Mama, oh mama, 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 mama. Oh mama, you're my number one. Hey, yeah. Oh mama, you're my number one. Hey, yeah. Oh mama, oh mama, 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 mama. Oh mama, you're my number one. Hey, yeah. Oh mama, you're my number one. Hey, yeah. Ooh, hey, you're my number one. Yeah, my number one. Yeah, my number one. Yeah. Oh mama, 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 mama. Oh mama, you're my number one. Hey, oh mama, you're my number one. Hey, oh mama, 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 mama. Oh mama, you're my number one. Hey, oh mama, you're my number one. Hey, yeah, it's me, QQ, yeah.
Cool. Fantastic. I don't know what to say about you, boy. I don't know what to say. You give me the cold chills. Wow, that's so inspiring. I mean, the way you feel it, the way you do it, it's fantastic. Okay, well, we're going to move on, and we're reminding you of the show. We want you to come out and support this fantastic young man or young boy, or what should I call you anyway?
Young boy.
Young boy. Because we had a discussion about that some time ago. When does a youth start? Does it start from 9 to 20 watt, or does it start at 10? But in your case, we're going to have to call you a youth man. You're already a youth. Yeah, right? You're already a youth, even if you're 10 years old. So we're going to put it up at least that you're saying that the people are already youth when they're 9 years old. So we'll define that. You know, as the former minister responsible for youth in the Cayman Islands, we had a little bit of a problem with the term youth. At what age should it really start? But it should start at the age of intelligence, the age of consciousness, when people become conscious like you are and are able to do great things like to praise mothers. God bless you. Okay, we're going to do another song with QQ, and we're going to have his dancers. What do you call it? Q Squad?
Yeah, that's right.
The Q Squad. How did you come up with that name?
Well, one day we were just sitting down and they were dancing and they were saying, oh, we're going to name the thing. And I was like, you name it. Someone just say, QQ Squad. And then we say, come on, nah, man. And say, make it more shorter. And we say, Q Squad. I say, all right, then.
Q Squad. Okay, we're going to hear from Q Squad. Q and his squad. Great. We're going to...
Come on.
Bring back the vibes. 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 Do crazy Fred. Do crazy dance. 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 All you wacky gun them still like you. All you Yankee gun them still like you. All you Willie gun them still like you. Crazy cock inna the dance and make me see you. Jump on one foot like Macajuku. Flash your finger just like someone no wheel and turn like revival turn up. Mr. Close do the dance make them see you. Come on. Do crazy Fred. Do crazy dance. 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 You see and girl, ma take it to them. Ready gun come back, ma give you to them. Ring ding ding, we are singing to them. That are the name of the song, that are the song anthem. Put the links, love the song, so you ma be it for them. Put a high foot, this so you ma that's it for them. Matter and love the song, so you ma read it for them. Who no like that song, you want no war for them. Do crazy Fred, do crazy dance. 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 All you wacky gun them still like you. All you Yankee gun them still like you. All you Willie gun them still like you. Crazy cock inna the dance and make me see you. Jump on one foot like Macajuku. Flash your finger just like someone no wheel and turn like revival turn you. Mr. Close do the dance make them see you. Come on. Do crazy Fred. Do crazy dance. 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 Bring back the vibes.
bring back the vibes, 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 bring back the vibes. Do crazy friend, do crazy dance, do crazy friend, do crazy dance, do crazy friend, do crazy dance, do crazy friend, do crazy dance. All you wacky gun them still a you, all you Yankee gun them still a you, all you Willie gun them still a you. Crazy fat inna the dance and make me see you jump on one foot like Macajuke, flash your finger, those like someone you wheel and turn like revival turn up. Miss a close to the dance make them see you. Come on, do crazy friend, do crazy dance, do crazy friend, do crazy dance, do crazy friend, do crazy dance, do crazy friend, do crazy dance. Just in and I'ma take it to them, let the gun come back, I'ma give you to them. Ding ding ding, we are singing for them, that and the name of the song, that and the song anthem. Cut the links, love the song, so I'ma be it for them. Put a high foot, this so I'ma that's it for them. Matter and love the song, so I'ma read it for them. Who no like that song, you want know what for them. Do crazy friend, do crazy dance, do crazy friend, do crazy dance. Come on, do crazy friend, do crazy dance.
Well, you know that's it from my dance group. So love you all. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year when it comes.
I want to say thanks to you, man, and Merry Christmas to all, and enjoy yourself and come out to the show. Yeah.
Commercial. We'd like to also thank Mr. Rex Ebanks from King Sports Center, who has joined with us in this vision. I mean, because I think we're being very visionary here, because we're recognizing QQ and we're bringing them forward, right? And we're bringing other people forward with him as well, because when you make the door and you enter the door, you bring other people along with you. So it's the King Sports Center on the 16th Friday night. You can come out from 6 o'clock and have enjoyments for the children. And the show will start 8 or around that particular time. We have some local acts as well. But come out and let's have a good pre-Christmas time. We'll be back.
Crazy friend, do crazy dance, do crazy friend, do crazy dance, do crazy friend, do crazy dance. All you wacky gun them still a you, all you Yankee gun them still a you, all you Willie gun them still a you. Crazy fat inna the dance and make me see you jump on.
Light up your holidays with tableware from Ambiance. Elegant china in a variety of styles and patterns is the perfect way to add some holiday sparkle. For Christmas cooking, pick up some beautiful new pots and pans. For carving the turkey, Ambiance features a wonderful line of knives. After dinner, satisfy your sweet tooth with rich chocolate from Europe. You'll also find an endless array of wonderful gift ideas. Ambiance, beautiful tableware, cookware, and more at the Strand Shopping Center.
Dreaming of your first home? Capital Design is the company to call. Capital Design can help you design and build your dream home at a moderate and affordable cost. They specialize in homes for first-time buyers and provide a complete package. You supply the dream and Capital Design will supply the expertise. They do additions to existing homes too. Call Capital Design at 949-6643 today. From start to finish, from concept to completion, Capital Design will see you through.
Beautiful see. Now Freddy pick out a start muggle pan. Few days you now she expecting baby. Now you start fat and me feel lonely. All of me friend them that you start my journey. Never know the use of her till me lose her. Never know the use of her till she gone. Never know the use of her till me lose her. Never know the use of her till she gone.
Well, again, from Public Eye, I mean, we're hoping that you come out to see this fantastic concert by this amazing young man. You know, the Public Eye show is going to be airing at 7 o'clock. It's airing at 7 o'clock, repeat on Sunday. But the concert is on the 16th, Friday the 16th. So when you see it, this show, make sure that if you haven't bought your tickets, that you go out there and buy your tickets at King's Sports Center. You can get your tickets there, give your kids a treat for Christmas. This is a nice, clean show by a fantastic young kid. And we're hoping to send this tape to the Prime Minister in Jamaica so that he will lift the visa ban on the Caymanians, and that we'll probably send one to our government here so that they'll lift the visa ban on the Jamaicans. But if all of these things are not done, we will all go on and have a Merry Christmas, and we will enjoy our lives, because when we have young people like QQ coming into this world, it just gives us a whole lot of hope and a whole lot of faith. We'd like to thank our sponsors. We'd like to thank Digicel. They're always there when things are going to move forward. I'd like to thank them again for sponsoring this show. We'd like to thank Quick Cash, and we'd like to thank Welly's Cool Spot. And you go by Welly's and support the place. And you know, because what we say is if you want to watch this show, you need to support our sponsors, because that's what it's all about. We could not exist without our sponsors. And of course, King Sports Center is one of the big sponsors in this production. QQ, it's almost time for us to tell the Cayman Islands people on TV goodbye. But we are going to see them when?
The 16th of December at King's Sports Center.
And what are you going to do for them?
Sing for you guys,
Okay.
everyone.
Dance for them?
Dance for them, entertain you.
And you maybe if a lot of people come and a lot of people enjoy themselves, maybe they'll even buy one of your CDs. You got 11 tracks on there.
Yeah.
And we're selling them for $10.
Yeah.
Right? And you're going to autograph the pictures.
Yeah.
As well. And this is your first CD, really, with 11. You're right? Full one.
Yeah.
Okay. And so it'll be like a souvenir item that people can keep, kids can keep. So when you're really famous, I mean, you're famous now, but when you like Michael Jackson. When you like Michael Jackson, they'll say, hey, I knew him before he was like Michael Jackson. Yeah? So invite the kids out.
I'm inviting everyone, big people, little people, to come out and enjoy yourself on that day. And I would like to thank all the sponsors. I'd like to thank Grace and Dr. Frank and Cayman 27. And I would also like to thank CVM and my dancers.
Man, he's better than I am. I'd like to thank your dad, too. And I'd like to thank all your dancers, and I'd like to thank all the people that have contributed to you being here, and for you to be able to say to us, what? Better?
Must come.
Come. Okay, well, we'll leave you and let you sing that song, and, you know?
Okay, then. Yo, and I'm me, QQ. Me no want to see no Sarah Berry. Want the Jamaican them living merry. Jamaica, better must come. So me tell you them say don't bust no gun. Better must come. Rise to the occasion just like the sun. Better must come. So me tell you them say don't bust no gun. Better must come. Rise to the occasion just like the sun. 5 hours we live in a one room. 6 hours we eat from one spoon. To sweep me out, me have to use bushes and root. Me left primary and couldn't go high school. My father have the skill but have no tooth. He never go a bag of toast broken food. He couldn't afford the rice in me ground food. But I guess I to the man not him good. Because better must come. So me tell you them say don't bust no gun. Better must come. Rise to the occasion just like the sun. Better must come. So me tell you them say don't bust no gun. Better must come. Rise to the occasion just like the sun. Feel bust gun, it no necessary. One thing, it a show I just dead fi bury. I hear you been full up the cemetery. Nowadays violent a turn to history. My wish is to live, I wish I marry.
and meet pop stars like Halle Berry. Drink champagne and juice well made from cherry. But that's a dream, I youth it just imaginary. So me know better must come, better must come. So me tell you them say don't bust no gun. Better must come, better must come. Rise to the occasion just like the sun. Better must come, better must come.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year when it comes.
Better must come, better must come. Rise to the occasion just like the sun. Why we live in a one the multitudes. He went up into a mountain, and when he was sent, his disciples came unto him, and he opened his mouth and thought they said, hey, yeah, poverty, hey, yeah, that one ya name poverty, hey, yeah, that one ya name poverty, hey, yeah, that one ya name poverty, poverty, hey, yeah, that one ya name poverty, hey, yeah, that one ya name poverty, hey, yeah, that one ya name poverty. Tell me how it feels. Faith no say the youth no have no meal. That's why him end up gang go steal. You never said no job, which was the deal. Every day me brother in just a squeal. Mama a feed a fat ton camel. Police catch me brother with a steal. And to the judge him a fi go appeal. A father got a fi me guide and shield. Certain friend me tell you them not good. Them only friend with you when them want a meal. And tell you say everything see. Poverty, the one you need poverty. The one you need poverty. The one you need poverty. Oh yeah, poverty. The one you need poverty. The one you need poverty. The one you need poverty. Most blood shed off in political affairs. Mothers and daughters living in fears. Blind man, cripple man, everybody scared. Baby reborn, all man in a wheelchair. Let's come together, start shake hands. Talking to politicians, talking to dance. Talking to another, talking to clan. Me tired missing night and bonds. Poverty, hey, 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 poverty, the one you need poverty. The one you need poverty. The one you need poverty. You and you just want hold the peace. LBQ burn out naughty police. Black people who no stand up on your feet. Don't make Babylon come and defeat. Don't make them send your own with grief. Don't go a yard, go to no liquor thief. But now them PM, but now them chief. All them a want, you know see say them a thief. Poverty, hey, 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 hey.
Public Eye has been brought to you by the New Vision Movement.